Alright guys, we are just waiting for one or two more people maybe to tune into this live to let you know what's going on. Actually, I'm going to turn the camera toward me so that I can figure out what's going on. Right now, we are at the scene of what looks like a horrible, horrible accident. We are at corner of 9th and Morton, and we pan down this way. However, I am, you guys know the way that I am when I report. I do not show, I don't show suggestive material. So I am, like I said, going to flip the camera back at me. I'm going to let you know what we're dealing with right now. It looks as though this came in as a pedestrian struck by a rolling vehicle. I can let you guys know that we are dealing with a, like I said, what sounds like a tragic accident, a DOA. I cannot show you the scene because you guys know that I don't, I don't show suggestive material, and right now CSI just brought out the tent, so we are looking at this is on the 900 block of Morton. Like I said, we're at 9th and Morton. We're at the light right now. Helicopter was just actually over top of us right now. So we had a pedestrian that was struck in a lot, or on the edge of a lot, not exactly on Morton, but kind of like in the lot next to it. However, we don't know if it was a worker. We don't know if it was a pedestrian. We're still waiting for details at this point. However, we are dealing with a deceased person. It's kind of rough out here right now. There's not a lot of people. Of course, obviously, even if we did have an ID on the victim, that we would give it to you. Or I'm sorry, we would not give it to you. Lisa, I don't believe it was a hit and run. Holly, we are at the corner of 9th and Morton. The place of the striking vehicle was actually in the lot. I will, hold on. I want to make sure that I don't, no, not shot, not talking about shot. We're talking about tragically hit by a vehicle. This is where I'm going to flip it this way because you guys know that I don't do bodies on camera. I don't. This is 9th Street. This is Morton running this way. We see. So if you guys are coming down in the area, know that you are not able to come down Morton. If you're coming from 9th Street, you cannot make the left onto Morton coming from the city, like heading toward Eddystone, because we are blocked off right here. We do have, crime scene tape, but not necessarily looking at it as a crime. When the dispatch came out, the dispatch was brought out as a pedestrian struck by a rolling vehicle. Well, it said pedestrian struck. Everything is considered pedestrian struck if it's a person that's hit by a vehicle. So what I've been told so far is that the person was, a van was rolling in the parking lot. We don't know how. I can see the van. Like I told you guys, I'm not going to point it toward our actual scene because they are actually in the process right now of putting up the tent. And you guys know that that's sometimes that's too much. You got to cut it somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So, but we are definitely dealing with a victim. The medical examiner is pulling up on the scene right now. Like I said, I'm not going to go any further than about here, so you guys can just kind of get an idea. where it happened is the lot that is right over here where my finger is. So I'm not going to pan any further over. Sorry, I'm just trying to keep up with the the comments here. But yeah, that's cool. Yeah, y'all can talk all the shit that y'all want on my live. My live, and I don't give a shit. Yes, I am a news reporter. This is the Chester City Incident Blog. Thank you for tuning in, regardless of whether you a hater or not. Okay, just letting y'all know. Anyway, but yeah, so flipping it back around this way. Can't go that way, gotta turn around. We're at the corner of 9th and Morton. There's the bus. Everything is detoured off. You can't get through Morton. They are detouring you. If you're coming through Sun Village, they're detouring you through. Nope, can't go that way. Gotta go that way. They are detouring you. Hold on 1 second, guys. What you gotta do, you gotta go up. The first block that you can make a left up here, yeah. I think is at the light. It's McDowell. Yeah. I don't know if you're going to be able to get down it or not, though. That's the thing, because you got a big bus and they little tiny blocks. But you go to the light, you can make a left on McDowell right there, and that'll take you back up to Morton. All right. Just keep going straight through. Okay. All right, my bad, y'all. SEPTA is... even SEPTA is kind of screwed up. Somebody got hit by a car. Yeah. So everybody asking questions. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to keep y'all. You know, it's definitely a mess over here. Okay, so to keep you guys updated on what's going on, they got the tent up, but the wind's blowing, so I still can't. You know, like I said, I'm not gonna hold it over to that side. Kiana, I am not sure. Like I said, we're really kind of strapped for details right now. The only thing that we were told was that somehow a vehicle was rolling in the parking lot and struck this person. At this time, we don't know if foul play is don't know if foul play is possible. It doesn't really seem like it. I am looking at the striking vehicle as well. So the striking vehicle is right there. Like I was saying, right now it definitely just seems like it's just a very, very tragic accident. Once again, we don't have an ID on the victim. Even if we did have an ID on the victim, y'all still wouldn't have it. Y'all know how we roll around here. So, Rashawn, it wasn't even like that. Like, I seen the helicopter up top and was like, and I saw it, but I didn't know the way that it came in. Like, I didn't even. Please talk English. I didn't know I was speaking another language, but okay. I literally just thought it was somebody that was hit, taken by ambulance. I can't tell you guys. I don't have any more information. I don't even know if it was male or female. Yeah, I have no idea right now. And right now they are conducting their investigation into what is going on. Somebody call. Oh, is somebody butt hurt because we actually, care about what goes on in the city, or because we actually get the story right? Just to let you guys know, there was a helicopter up top. That's why I came over, because I had no idea. Well, I had an idea, but I didn't know it was this serious. But, yeah, so, excuse me. For those of y'all who are just tuning in, we're at the corner of 9th and Morton. If you're coming down from Chester toward Eddystone, down this way, down 9th Street, you cannot make a left turn here onto Morton Avenue. And also around from the other side, if you're coming through Sun Village, you also cannot get down past here. So they are detouring you off onto, actually, I don't even, I think you can still get down. Yeah, they're probably detouring everybody up and down Hyatt, depending on which way you need to, get to 9th Street. Gosh, you guys are still asking what happened. Somebody got hit by a car. So this is why I got to keep repeating myself, which I don't mind. Believe me, I don't mind. We're at the corner of 9th and Morton, a little bit further up Morton Avenue toward Hyatt. We are dealing with a pedestrian that has been struck by a rolling vehicle, which seems like it is more just a tragic accident than everything. The one thing that I can say is that I do believe that we are looking at I believe that we are looking at an adult, but I don't know if it's an adult male or female. I believe it's an adult male, but you can't quote me on that. Don't quote me on it. We are go this way because, like I said, y'all, I don't want to show, I don't like showing scenes. I don't like showing bodies. I don't like showing tents. I don't like showing none of that stuff. So we're going to go this way so that we're not shooting toward it. But this is where we are. We are 4 Acre and 4 Acre. We are over here. I can show you a little bit of the crime scene tape and the truck, and anything that is off to the left there is off limits to the live. So this is where we are here. And this is where we are here. This is where we are around this way. This is Can Do right here. So that I can pack up and where I gotta go. So like I said, guys, this seems more, oh my gosh, and this, like, the traffic is a hot mess. Look. Somebody got hit by a car. A guy. I'll tell you one thing that gets me every time is that I can't figure out why people think that they're beyond the crime tape, the crime scene tape. People are still trying to turn down, like it's blocked, y'all. If y'all come down this way, just stop Morton, cause y'all can't get through. Yeah, there's a tent with a body. That is how, obviously, like I said, that is how we know that this was, like I said, most likely a very, very tragic accident. Somebody got hit by a rolling vehicle in the entrance to a driveway of business. We are at 9th and Morton. The scene is just a little bit up Morton, past 9th Street toward Hyatt. If you guys are just tuning in, that is what is going on right now. You are blocked off. Oh, God. Sorry, I just realized that I was, like, all picking up in my nose and everything. My bad. You are blocked on Morton. You cannot get down Morton. So if you're coming through Sun Village heading toward 9th Street, you're going to have to detour either way off of Morton onto Hyatt. And if you are coming down 9th Street trying to go through Sun Village to get into like Eddystone, Woodland, like where the Walmart is at, you guys are going to have to continue straight down 9th Street and either that or take 12th as an alternate. You cannot get down Morton right now. So like I told you guys, I'm spending a lot more time with the camera facing me right now because you guys know that I do not do tents and I don't do bodies. That is something that you will never see on CCIB, no matter what we're reporting. The furthest we might go is probably evidence markers, but that's about it. Out of respect for the victim, respect for the victim's family, friends, that's not something that people necessarily always want to see on camera. However, if you are looking Gordian, I'm gonna get to that in 1 second because you just missed it. However, if that is something that you are, into, there was some news station that was just hovering above not too long ago, probably about 10-15 minutes ago, before they put the tent up. So yeah, so if you want to see like bodies covered in sheets and stuff like that, you can go to the regular news, but that's on us because we're a little bit more respectful than that. Gordon, it's funny that you say that, and I don't even know if I'm saying your name right or not. You've been a follower for us for a while. I actually just had to give the 113 guy directions through Sun Village because he couldn't make the turn here. So yes, if you are on the 113 or you're getting on the 113 is also detoured, and you'll also be going through Sun Village, up McDowell, or whatever street he decides to take. So yeah, that is about what in the hell. What is a potato ball? Sorry, y'all. I'm some of these comments got me. I don't even know what's going on. So yeah. So traffic is a little bit jacked up right now, regardless of which way you're going. For those of y'all who just turned in, we see lives going up and down. We're dealing with a pedestrian that was struck by a rolling vehicle. We do, like I said, have a tent and we have a body, and that means that regardless of whether it was an accident or not, they still have to bring in crime scene investigators, just to make sure that there is no evidence of foul play involved. We are dealing with, we are looking at an adult male. We do not have an ID on the victim. Like I said, once again, even if we did, you guys still wouldn't get it because that's just not cool. I look like a potato ball. Okay, whatever, bro. Go to the door next to you and get it the fuck. It's good. Okay, Felicia, we're at 9th and Morton. Right at the corner. We are not on the sister side. We are on the other side of Morton, closer up by Hyatt. You can see behind me. This is Sisters behind me, and the barbershop behind me. Like I said, no, CG, I can't flip the camera because there's only a limit to what I can show you guys, because I'm going to reiterate it and I will say it over and over and over again. I don't show white tents and I don't show bodies, sheets, nothing. It's too graphic, and then people already hate the fact that I'm over here to begin with. Yeah, exactly. I don't. Nazi, you got it right. I don't show that stuff. How you doing? It's a mess over here. No. Somebody just got hit by a car.
A car?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, seems like a very, very tragic accident.
You like to do the thing?
Mm-hmm. No, I'm not putting you on camera. Don't worry. No, but I'll let you know. You can see it from here, right? I got it aimed toward me. I don't have it aimed toward that because, so I'm gonna keep you off camera. I'm gonna keep me on camera. See, they recognize us everywhere. No, they got the tent up.
People out back here? You work here?
I do one of the blogs on Facebook.
Huh?
I do one of the blogs on Facebook. I have a Facebook page for Chester. So, I mean, technically, you can go as far up as a crime scene tape, but I wouldn't really suggest going up that far. Yeah.
Where the body is?
It's underneath the tent. See, they put the tent up.
Grown man?
Grown man, as far as I know, yeah. Yeah.
You block for the police?
Yeah, kind of. More for the city. I just kind of want people to know what's going on around the city. So.
Where the cops going?
Where are they going? Nowhere. Oh, I don't know. Oh, they're probably Well, they got to do an investigation. They got to make sure that it was an accident. Oh, let me teach the little kids. Where is Chester City? Oh, Nazi. Okay, my bad. Yeah, sorry, I'm just getting back to the comments. Sugar B. Johnson. Chester City is in Pennsylvania. We're in Delaware County. We are just south of the Philadelphia International Airport, and we are just north of the Delaware state line. Y'all are a mess. Sorry, y'all. So I'm gonna flip the camera around again so that those of you who are just tuning in can get an idea of where we're at. We're at the corner of 9th and Morton. The scene that we have is a little bit further up here. Like I said, I'm not gonna get that far because that's not what I do. We have a white tent and we have a body, and it is a very, very sad, like I said, chain of events. Looks like a very, very tragic accident. A male, adult male was hit by a vehicle. Seems though it was a rolling vehicle in the parking lot. The vehicle, as far as I know, is still on the scene. I do not believe that it was a hit and run. I believe, like I said, it was a very, very tragic accident. But if you guys are traveling in the area or intend on traveling in the area, you cannot get down Morton Avenue. My bad. Morton Avenue access is restricted at the moment while the police conduct their investigation. Use 9th Street through Sun Village or 12th Street as an alternate if you're already in Sun Village trying to head to the west side. But yeah, so we are at 9th and Morton. This is Can Do. It's the body shop right here. This is blah 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 blah. I don't want to hit. I gotta put my hand up because I don't want y'all to see this stuff. So this is where we at right here. Right where my hand is where the scene is still being investigated right here with our white tent. And then, like I said, once again, take you around the other side. This is Foraker and Foraker over here, and our strip of houses here on Morton Avenue. As you guys can see, maybe not. You see headlights down there, but everybody is getting detoured onto what I believe is Hyatt. Everybody is getting detoured around the scene while the police and CSI conduct their investigation. Nazi, I'm not moving my damn hand. Alright? Not seeing a tent. Look, if you from the Ville, then walk your little happy self down here and come see the tent for yourself, because you know I'm not showing it on camera. Y'all already know. Lucy, yes, we are dealing with a very unfortunate DOA. It is a very there's not enough words to explain how the scene is right now. And like I said, I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I had no idea. I heard a pedestrian was struck. Normally, when you hear a pedestrian struck, you just think, okay, they are, being transported to Crozier, and, we'll make a recovery. Unfortunately, in this instance, that is not what happened. Nazi, I'm not talking crazy. I don't even know you, bro. Like, I'm just letting y'all know what it's hitting for. So, I'm about to buy you a potato ball. Okay, can you put some salt and maybe some cheese whiz on it? Cause that's how I like my potatoes. No, nobody was shot. We are switching the game up this time around. Nobody was shot. We are dealing with a very unfortunate turn of events where somebody was hit and was struck and killed by a vehicle. We are at the corner right now of 9th and Morton. You guys can see this is right there. That's Sisters behind me. Barbershop over here. That's where I am. And we're up to a ton of viewers right now, so I'm sorry that I gotta keep repeating myself. I don't show white tents and I don't show bodies on my film. So that is why I'm spending more time with the camera on my face opposed to scene. We are I'm standing, whoop, you see that right there? That is Can-Do behind me. And then we have 4 acre and 4 acre to my right if I'm looking down Morton Avenue. For those of you who are about to be traveling, if you are heading from the Sun Village section of the city toward the west side, please take 12th Street as an alternate. If you are heading from the west side down toward Eddystone or toward the Walmart, you either got a detour off on one of the side streets, go up to 12th, or run down 9th Street and then cut back, make the left on McDowell, and cut back up onto Morton Avenue from McDowell. Because you have nothing to say. Okay. Oh, Nazi, you're on your way. I'm so excited to meet you. Somebody who talks so much shit. No, I'm just kidding. Well, maybe I'm not. But, yeah. So, I'll probably stick around here. Maybe just got detoured. I seen that poor person lay down on the sidewalk. Yeah. Shanae, I definitely, I see where you're coming from. Because the time that the call came in, opposed to the time that I got here, personally, I was looking at probably a good half-hour gap, male. It was probably 20, I think it was like 22 minutes or a half an hour gap till I got down here. And they didn't have the tent out yet or anything. I was actually kind of shocked that they had just put it out. When I had gotten here. So, yeah, guys, so we're at the corner of 9th and Morton, and you have no access to Morton. Get out your way. You have no access to Morton Avenue from 9th Street or through Sun Village, so you got a detour up 12th Street or down 9th Street up to McDowell, make the left, head back onto Morton Avenue from there. Nazi, I'm saying, like, if you can get me the best potato ball ever, that would be awesome. But show it to me before you give it to me, because I can't trust you yet. Anyway, Rania, I'm sorry, I don't know if I'm pronouncing your name right. This is Chester City. We are in Pennsylvania. We are just a few miles south of the Philadelphia International Airport and just a couple miles north of the Delaware state line, U.S. Black Girl Thomas, we are looking at a very, very tragic turn of events as to where a person was struck and killed in a parking lot just off of 9th and Morton on Morton Avenue. That joint hit. Okay, I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting. I will keep the live going just a little bit longer to wait for you to get here, if it makes you feel better. Okay. So go ahead, flip the camera around again. It's a 113. So everybody, like I said, they all have to be toured.
Alexis, how much you want to bet? We about to put money on this shit.
Do you guys know where you're going, or do you need help?
Up that street, 9th and Potter, right? This way?
Right there. It's like a block up right there.
You can go this way and turn and bring right.
You can't go past there anyway.
If you go this way. Okay, but I'm showing you that I was not wrong. I know that, but I was telling you. You just said I was wrong.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
I walked under the table. Bitch, I don't care.
I don't have to respond to him. It's all right, Angelique. It is okay. It is a-okay. It is entertaining for me, so it's all good. So yeah, guys, and I tell you, I just showed y'all the 113 going past. The guy that actually was driving the 113 that was coming up 9th Street, oddly enough, actually asked me for directions, trying to figure out how to get back on Morton Avenue. So yes, not only are cars detoured, and SEPTA is detoured as well. Tanya, the time here, that's a very good question. It is 7:14 p.m. and we are Eastern Standard Time in the U.S. See that we are, getting I just realized where I'm aiming toward here. We are getting a huge following here, a huge view following here from people who are either out of the country, out of the state. Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate it. We're staying, solid, right about 200 viewers right now. Let's see. I gotta go grocery shopping, y'all. Look me right now. I'm waiting for Nazi to get here with my potato ball. But yeah, so how's it going? Hanging in there. So, yeah, this is where we're at. And y'all know this is why I'm showing my face, because I know y'all don't really want to stare at my face, and some of y'all sadistic motherfuckers would actually rather look at a white tint and a body, but yeah, I don't do that. So back to our intersection. We are at the corner of 9th and Morton, where we are on the scene of somebody getting hit by a car. And like I say, I'm blocking where it is, but this is the business right here. And y'all can look at my hand, because I know that y'all know I don't do that stuff. So behind my hand is a white tint and a body, and I'm not showing it. So it's too much. Hi, Maria. How are you, Maria? I made sure you got your mail to the right house today. So we are at the corner of 9th and Morton. If you are driving or about to go in that direction, if you are heading from the west side, you have no access to Morton Avenue either way. So if you're coming from the west side, you have to either detour off on the 12th Street to hit back up with Morton Avenue, or come down 9th Street and then go through Sun Village, head up McDowell, come back out to Morton. If you are heading from Sun Village down toward the west side, you're going to just haul off on 12th, or they're going to detour you off on the Hyatt anyway. And you are going to have to come back out somewhere else. And SEPTA is detoured as well, so expect minor delays from the 113, because the 113 does not have access. The 113 also has to go down 9th Street. Y'all can see where we're at. This is 9th Street heading into Eddystone. And this is 9th Street headed toward the west side. And then Morton Avenue, barbershop's over here, Sisters is right here. That's where the blocked off is. Like I said, once again, we don't have an ID on the victim. Even if we did have an ID on the victim, obviously, like I said before, we wouldn't give it to you out of respect for the family, next of kin. Can say that we are dealing with an adult male in, once again, what seems to be a very, very tragic accident, as to where this male was run over or hit by a rolling vehicle in a business parking lot in one of the businesses right here on this corner on Morton Avenue. RS, I think I delivered your mail too. What his names? Do you know if it was a hit and run, or did the vehicle and driver remain on the scene? Somebody got hit by a car. Don't know. That way. Oh, I gotta tell this guy where to go. Alright, y'all, hold on a second. So SEPTA stop right now. You gotta go down. You gotta go down and cut through McDowell. You gotta go down and cut through McDowell, because they're not letting nobody SEPTA nothing down there. All right.
I don't know what block to turn on.
Where the light is, make a left.
Thank you.
No problem. Yeah, y'all, just trying to, sorry about that, y'all. We're just trying to help SEPTA out here, because these 113 drivers clearly have no idea where they're going, and that's okay. But they're going to be taking these buses down these really, really tiny blocks. And that's really going to suck for them, if they can get through. Hopefully they can move them buses drive them the way that they need to. Okay, so back to you. Sorry, Conrad. Do you know if it was a hit and run or did the vehicle and driver remain on the scene? As far as we know, there is no foul play. I keep forgetting that word. It doesn't seem like there's any evidence of foul play. Oh, my bad. Somebody was trying to call through. I don't believe that there's any evidence of foul play. It seems as though it was just a very, very tragic accident as to where we're in the parking lot. I don't know if the person was crossing over the parking lot, the entrance of the parking lot. What it came up on our dispatch was that the person was struck by a rolling vehicle. We don't know if the vehicle was supposed to have been in park and rolled that way, or if there was an operator inside the vehicle. We really have no idea. I can tell you that the striking vehicle is on the scene still, which, like I said, leads me to believe that this is a very, very tragic accident. I don't see the buses fitting down McDowell either, but that's up to SEPTA. Somebody got hit. Safe with the on the scene. Thanks for all you do. Reese, the accident scene is on Morton Avenue. So I don't know if at this point I don't know who's from the city, who's not from the city, to be able to be like, yeah, it's on Morton in between 9th and Hyatt, and they're like, what? Like, I don't know. When you say if you're asking for an accident scene, I don't know if you're talking about city and state, or if you're talking about street because you're from the city. What town? Okay, so we are in Chester City. We are in Pennsylvania. We are in Delaware County, Pennsylvania. We are just a few short miles south of the Philadelphia International Airport, and we are a few miles north of the Delaware state line. For those of you who are in the city and know the city, we are at the corner of 9th and Morton for a pedestrian that was struck. By a vehicle. It does not seem that foul play is a factor. However, crime scene, of course, is going to be on the scene to figure it out right now. Jeremy, no, because that's not what I do. Right now, and definitely right now, I absolutely would not be turning the camera. Actually, I'm going to turn the camera back to it this way so that I don't accidentally catch something I don't want to. They are putting the body on the gurney right now to put in the back of the medical examiner's car. Anissa, I am not, especially right now, I'm not at liberty to show the scene. They are in the process of moving the body into the back of the medical examiner's vehicle. There's a lot of people on here, and I hope I haven't seen a lot of y'all before, so I really do thank y'all for tuning in. So I am actually going to slide back over here a little bit, so that police know that I am not getting this on live. They probably kind of know anyway because they know how I run my lives. But we're on the scene of a tragic accident where a adult male has been struck and killed by a vehicle at the entrance and or exit to a parking lot of a business on Morton Avenue, in between 9th Street and Hyatt. Trinity Medical Examiner. This scene has been out here probably for close to maybe an hour now. I think it's about an hour. Somebody got hit by a car and killed.
They got a white tint. That means he died, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they putting them in the stretcher over there. They about to put him in the back of the.
You think they're gonna let us just walk across?
You're gonna have to go like up Potter or one of the other sides because it's still an active crime scene technically. So.
You wanna go that way and then come back around?
Yeah, everybody is stuck right now because since Morton is completely blocked off, you can't walk through there because of crime scene tape, and you can't drive through here because everything is blocked. So traffic is definitely a mess. Something else that I want to say, just because we're on the subject of traffic right now, with things like this that happen, and where streets are blocked off, a lot of vehicles are being detoured onto smaller side streets, which means to please keep an extra close eye on your children. It is very, very nice out. We do not want any other pedestrians hit by cars, because like I said, the side streets are a lot more full of vehicles for when you would normally see maybe, one or two every couple minutes or whatever. We're talking about 10, 20, 30 vehicles going through your street now because they can't get through they can't get through a main street. They can only get through a side street. So please, if you were in the area here, Potter Street, Upland Street, Madison, down into Sun Village, Hyatt, Elsinore, McDowell, any of these first couple streets up here, before you hit that little corner store at the light on 9th Street, guys, please just be very, very vigilant of extra cars that are coming down your street, and make sure that you keep an eye on your kids. I see that our viewers are slowly dwindling, which means that you guys got the point, and my hair is a hot mess, and I apologize. I really do. So right now, they are redoing the crime scene tape. Like I said, I'm not going to show you guys the scene because it is very graphic. We are talking, of course, about a white tent and a sheet covering a body. And, that is definitely something that if you haven't naturally been exposed to it, it's something that you really don't ever want to see, because it is very, very disturbing to look at. We are looking at an adult male, age, race unknown. We don't have an ID on the victim. Like I said before, even if we did have an ID on the victim, we still wouldn't give it to you, because we need to make sure that next of kin is notified before anything happens. It's just a really sad scene out here, because there's not much that they can really do to block it. I mean, you guys see where I'm at. This is the building behind me right here is Sisters, for those of you who know the city, and the building over here is the barbershop. So you guys basically know, if you're from the city, you know where I'm at. It's a lot of gaper action going on over here, because we're right at the corner. We're right at 9th and Morton. So, people are looking down and they're like, oh my gosh, what's going on? And they're literally catching a glimpse of them, about to put this body in the back of a van. And it's, especially if there's kids, it'd be a very, very upsetting scene to anybody. Sorry guys, I am for 1 second because I'm listening and I'm trying to hear if I hear something else in the background. That's weird. It almost sounds like you hear an automatic fire alarm somewhere over here in Sun Village, but I could just be tripping. Might have another scene for you, who knows? But yeah, so as you know, keeping the camera on me, we're definitely praying for the family. It wasn't a shooting. I know. All right.
Was it one of these tractors that hit him?
No, actually, that gray van that's over there is assumed to be the striking vehicle. It just seems to be a very, very freak accident. Yeah, hi, baby. Oh, it's okay. Hi, sweetie. I don't have my post office uniform on, so you can't bite my face off. Yeah, hi.
Right here on Morton Avenue.
Yeah, so. Oh, I hope I didn't hit the wrong way. Sorry. I'm not trying to, like I said, I'm not trying to get anything on video that doesn't need to be on video. Race, age, anything. No, they're not going to let, they're turning everybody around. We don't know a race. We don't know an age. We really are kind of left on details right now. Oh, they took the tape. Oh no, they didn't take the tape down. Okay. Yeah, this is just, it's kind of messy around here. I just passed by when the van was entering. So sad. Oh my goodness. So, for those of you who are just turning in, somebody got hit by a car. You said what? No, it was an adult. Yep. Oh, y'all should know this. Y'all got the scanner. I hear it. Come on. Oh man, I keep going back this way. No, I think just a tragic accident. That's all it is. But y'all have a good night. Be safe. So yeah, even though the viewers are still dwindling down because we were up above 200 at one point. For those of you who are just tuning in, if you are from the city and you know what we're talking about, we're at the corner of 9th and Morton. We are just a little bit further up Morton Avenue toward Hyatt, heading toward the Walmart on Morton Avenue on the east side. We are looking at, not looking at, an adult male struck and killed by a vehicle in a parking lot. Or at the entrance to a parking lot. And like I said, you guys either know or you don't know. Well, you're going to know now if you're watching. I don't do crime scenes. So I don't show tents. I don't show bodies. I can say that when I showed up on the scene, there was a body covered by a pink sheet. At the moment, right now, they are putting the body in the back of the medical examiner's vehicle, which once again is another reason why I am not aiming the camera and haven't aimed the camera toward the actual scene itself, pretty much for the entire live feed. I don't even know what that says. Sierra, I don't have the age. All we have is an adult male. We have no age, no race, no nothing. Guys, I have to cut it short because I am so sorry. My phone is about to die. I'm on 5%. I got to finish this live and cut it out before my phone dies. So all of y'all be safe out here. Nazi, if you're still watching, I'm waiting on my potato ball. And I will check you guys later.